Today, August 8, is the memorial of Saint Dominic, priest. A one-man army for God. Long practice taught him how to preach the truth. Today's saint and Saint Francis of Assisi were close contemporaries. They both founded influential religious orders, collaborated with the same popes and cardinals, and were canonized soon after their deaths. Francis remains a rich, technicolor, three-dimensional figure even many centuries after his death. Dominic, on the contrary, is a shadow. Francis jumps off the page. Dominic is found between the lines. No cult of personality developed around Dominic as it did around Francis. Yet, whereas Francis was unsuited to leadership and perplexed by organizational necessities, Dominic quietly excelled in every area. Because of Dominic's skills, his well-structured order had none of the grave problems that almost doomed Franciscanism. Dominic's personality retreats behind the hum and whistles of the order that embodied his vision. Dominic, born in Spain, spent many years dedicated to his university studies before accompanying a local bishop on a royal errand that took him across Europe, including through southern France. In the city of Toulouse, France, Dominic had his first encounter with the Cathars, a heretical sect of rigorist purists on the margins of Christianity. Dominic would spend the better part of 10 years of his short life strategically contemplating and implementing a pastoral plan to bring the Cathars back into the arms of the Mother Church. Dominic concluded very early on in his missionary endeavor that the witness of priests had to be more authentic for them to be effective among the Cathars. No more traveling by horse, no more nice meals, no more inns, no more beds, no more shoes. The priest who went to the Cathars must beg like the Cathar holy men. They must walk, not ride, like the Cathar holy men. They must go barefoot, fast, pray, be humble, wear simple clothes, and live strict chastity and celibacy like the Cathar holy men. Then, and only then, would the Cathars listen to the priests. The Cathars listened to Dominic. He had been practicing these things rigorously and joyfully for many years. He was the very icon of an authentic priest. Dominic, in short, had credibility, and his learning was self-evident in his preaching. Nonetheless, Dominic's pastoral efforts, in the end, had to cede to the religious violence so common to the time. Church and state authorities ran out of patience, and the Cathars were ruthlessly crushed in their vice. His many years of heading a band of educated preachers amidst a difficult pastoral situation equipped Dominic for leadership and gave him a strong sense of how sound theology impacted pastoral practice. Loving God was not like going on a blind date. The church provided the faithful with the tools to know God, not just know about Him. The church gave the faithful concrete means to love God, not just to talk vaguely about loving Him. Dominic knew the truth and how to present it by word and example effectively. By 1215, he had received papal permission to lead his own group of preachers. By that same year, he attended the Fourth Lateran Council in Rome to solidify his canonical position. From 1215 until his death, Dominic traveled, organized, recruited, and planned. He was driving the foundations of his order deep into theological and canonical bedrock. Amidst this tornado of activity, he lived a perfect poverty, chastity, obedience, humility, and charity. He was known to often say, "Whoever governs the passions is the master of the world. We must either rule them or be ruled by them. It is better to be a hammer than the anvil." He shared the fruits of his contemplation in every conversation and encouraged his brothers to do the same. His poverty was such that when he died in Bologna in his early 50s, he lay in someone else's bed because he didn't have one of his own, wearing another's habit because his own had fallen into pieces. The Dominican order exploded with growth during his lifetime. It is still today one of the Church's preeminent and truly global orders dedicated to scholarship, preaching, education, publishing, and evangelization. If causes are known by their effects, Saint Dominic was a relentless, one-man army of God.